Time changes, yeah. Time changes, yeah. Time changes, yeah. It started in a little town called Breezeville. It was a thrill as a little youngster running in the country with other boys. Building forts, catching bugs, watching mom and dad do drugs and stuff. So I kicked it with my boys. We swore that we'd always be friends. If I moved, we would all move. It was gonna be all cool until one day my mom decided to quit doing drugs and make a home for baby thugs. So we picked up and moved, and I didn't even get to say goodbye. Rolling down the street, screaming and crying. I wasn't complying, I was only denying the facts of life. It wasn't time, cause I felt that I wasn't finished yet. A young space cadet, I just didn't expect changes like this to happen. Mom sat me down, calmed me down, wiped my nose, told me that time changes, son, for better or worse. But the story goes on, it goes on. It's just the beginning. Time changed friends, time made men, time made us see what wasn't meant to be. Now we're enemies, unexplainable to most, but it's a ghost that we can't see. Time changes, man, time changes, man, time changes, time changes, time changes. Time changed friends, time made men.
Got a lot of cities there.
You're gonna have a dream. Might as well dream big, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Going hit you. Hey, no doubt. You gotta dream big, dream big. Dream big. Don't say what you're gonna dream big. Do what you say you're gonna do. Dream big. Don't hold back, you got one shot. Dream big. Take the light and show 'em what you got. Dream big. On like to live it to the fullest. Dream big. Keep your motivation to make it to the dream big. Like the haters, fuck the bullshit. Dream big. Cause it is what it is, inspired with this. Dream big. Let me fire up this blunt and take a moment. Think about what I'm doing, where I'm going. Am I satisfied with my life so far? I'd have to say yes, I'm not saying it wasn't hard. But I've been blessed, I must confess that I'm living my dream. Money, $1,000,000 condos and shows. Fashion model hoes that blow your dick in the back to keep your nose froze. VIPs, limos on the go. Forget the past, I don't know the future, yo. I stay in the moment. You can get it if you want it, so jump on that plane and take flight. Take aim, put it in your sights. Have to fight to get what you like. Cause you only got one ride. You don't wanna look back and say what you could've did. You wanna know you did. So dream big. Dream big.
Everybody don't forget to drink big, you know. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I just wanted to bring to you, a couple little topics, and then we was going to get back to, the strongest 6Gs I know, for our Friday. And then, later on, we may or may not be going down the rabbit hole. I don't know. But yeah, I hope everybody is having a fabulous, smooth, too cool, and too true Friday, So let's get this thing started. We're going to start it off in the 313. What's happening? What up? What to do? That's for sure. But everybody in my city say, what up, though? Hey, what up? What up, though? So, unfortunately, y'all, we're going to have to add another scratch for the 313 area to the calendar. You know. So. Oakland County, y'all. Coming from Oakland County.
Why is People versus Samantha Booth? Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelby Sanford appearing on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. If it may please this honorable court, Richard Taylor on behalf of Samantha Booth, who is appearing by way of Zoom video conference from the Oakland County Jail, and no objection to appearing by way of Zoom video conference for today's probable cause conference.
Well, Ms. Booth, your first and last name for the record, please.
Samantha Booth.
The date time set for a probable cause conference. Counsel, how are we proceeding today?
Your Honor, at this time, I will state to the court that I am in receipt of discovery in this matter. It's quite voluminous. So I had an opportunity to briefly go over the discovery with Ms. Booth yesterday, Your Honor, but I also had the opportunity to discuss this matter with the prosecutor. Your Honor, based on my initial evaluation of the discovery and my initial interviews with Ms. Booth, I've had an opportunity to speak with her on 2 different occasions at the Oakland County Jail. And based on my assessment of my conversations with her, some of the records that were provided to me in terms of her mental state at the Oakland County Jail when she initially arrived there, it is my request that Ms. Booth be submitted to the Center for Forensic Psychology for a competency review as well as criminal responsibility review.
And more aid for the people?
Your Honor, I've discussed that with Mr. Taylor, and I think that is appropriate at this time. I would have no objection to the referral.
With that, I think it's appropriate as well. I will say that in the past, we don't always get the responsibility report at this level, although I do think that sometimes it is completed at the district court level, so that remains to be seen. But I'll sign orders for both. I'll ask Ms. Sanborn to prepare those and submit them to the court for my signature. And then why don't we set a review date, 60 days? What are your thoughts?
And yeah, again, we're going to be adding another scratch for the 313 area. I had to pause real quick. I wanted to let y'all know this woman is being accused of, allegedly, poking her, grandfather to, the point till, he was unalived, and she's appearing in court right now. In Oakland County, so another scratch. Come on, Detroit. We got to do better. America, we got to do better. But that's 3 scratches, 3 days in a row. Someone has been unalived in 313. We got to do better, America.
That's fine, Judge. I believe that's an appropriate time frame given the assessment needed.
All right. The court will set a review in 60 days. We'll send out notice with regards to that. Ms. Sanborn, if you submit those orders, I'll sign the same today, okay?
Will do, Judge. Thank you.
Yeah, Your Honor, if I may, I indicated to Ms. Booth yesterday that I would at least mention to the court that she has had some difficulties with communicating with individuals outside of the Oakland County Jail by way of the mediums that they have, by way of the tablet as well as telephone. She just wanted the court to be aware of that. I did indicate to Ms. Booth that I did speak with her mother and had a limited conversation with her based on the attorney-client privilege that I have. But her mother did inform me so that Ms. Booth can have this for her edification, that they have set up a video visitation with her tomorrow. That is scheduled for tomorrow. Also, Ms. Booth has asked me to submit a request for the video arraignment that was conducted on her behalf. So I'm in the process of doing that by way of forms to the court so that we can have a copy of the video arraignment so that she can be fully apprised, although I've apprised her, so that she can be fully apprised of what she is actually charged with moving forward. There was some other information that Mrs. Booth wanted me to discuss with the court in reference to her defense as related to this matter. But I don't believe that it's appropriate for me to say that in a public forum at this time. I believe that needs to remain between Mrs. Booth, particularly until we get a competency report at this time. So I just want to make sure I put that on the record because Ms. Booth asked me to put those things on the record for her today.
No.
All right, thank you, Mr. Taylor. Of course, we'll wait for your request with regards to the video arraignment. We're going to take a look at that once we receive it. I think we're all set for today now, unless there's anything else from the people.
Not for me, Judge, thank you.
Nothing else official.
Thank you. Take care.
All right, so it sounds like she's trying to take the, unstable mentally route. But yeah.
Wait, hold on, before you go back in there, so you could actually understand everything that they were saying,
And then we're gonna bring another story from the 313.
Crime scene between the Nikes and New Balance. A teen is stabbed by a very angry woman in line whose card was declined. She's talking with Fox 2 from her hospital bed.
This was 13 hours ago.
Stabbed 4 times. I have a punctured lung right now.
In the hospital for who knows how long, and all for what? Sanaya Jenkins stabbed at Kids Foot Locker.
I think it was unfair to me to get stabbed.
Sanaya tells us she was walking by the sneaker store at Southland Mall in Taylor Wednesday and heard yelling at their register. Inside, a 40-year-old woman's credit card was declined. Sanaya says she looked in, then the woman snapped at her.
As the argument verbal, she put her hand in her purse and proceeded to tell me she was going to shoot me.
Instead, pulling out a kitchen knife and stabbing Sanaya twice in the neck, once in the stomach and thigh.
I did not see or even know I was stabbed until after the physical altercation.
Police sources say a comment about the suspect being broke spurred the whole thing, but Sanaya says it wasn't her.
I am going to press charges, but it also
Hell yeah, you better. I know I would.
don't want her to be taken away from her kids.
People are crazy out here. Crazy work. Girl.
The suspect, that 40-year-old woman, was arrested at the mall. We're told she had her kids with her too.
Oh my goodness.
Charges are expected.
Oh my goodness, y'all. This is America. So, next up we got we were hearing about some I know I covered it. There's allegedly a plot against a Ferndale LGBT community bar. But I guess they were plotting on a couple different places. So, I'm going to play this clip because one of them was good old Cedar Point.
Well, we have developing news on a terror plot that targeted Cedar Point.
Yeah, one man accused of scouting the amusement park during the busy Halloween weekends. 19 News reporter Colton Molesky joins us live in the newsroom with the latest developments on this. Colton, this is beyond disturbing.
Nicole, Brian, it is really scary, especially the details starting to come out in court documents. One of the suspects who was arrested for a large terror plot that included Cedar Point went online and searched, is it crowded on Halloween weekend?
Halloween Weekends is a huge end-of-the-season event at Cedar Point. Thousands fill the park looking for fun, a little fright, and a last taste of summer. But the FBI says this year it was a possible target for terrorists. 3 men from Dearborn, Michigan, Muhammad Ali, Majed Mohamud, and Ayub Nasir, are now facing charges for conspiracy to support ISIS and having guns that would be used to carry out a terrorist attack. The FBI served search warrants on October 31st. They believe attacks would have included several targets on Halloween. Cedar Point was likely one of them. Take a look at what agents seized when they made the arrests. 3 AR-15 style rifles, 2 shotguns, 4 handguns, and nearly 1,700 rounds of ammunition, along with tactical vests and gear. The FBI says the group got the weapons in August and September, and court documents show pictures of the group going to gun ranges in September and October. The documents don't list Cedar Point by name, but reference several locations, including an amusement park. Agents found the search "Is it crowded on Halloween weekend?" on one of the suspect's computers. I reached out to Cedar Point, who confirmed they are working with the FBI, and in a chilling detail, also confirmed the suspects had been spotted on park property. A spokesperson sent me a statement saying, in part, the park took immediate and appropriate action to ensure the continued safety of all on property.
Court documents show the group wanted to die as martyrs. The complaint lists 5 people in total, but 2 without names because they are minors. 3 of the 5 are not charged. I did reach out to the FBI, but received a message that due to the government shutdown...
All right, moving along. It's crazy work out here. Plotting on people that are trying to go out and have fun. You know.
Prosecutors filing a motion for a pretrial detention, attempting to put that guy, Jacoby Vontrell Tillman, accused of trying to rape a woman on a Florida trail. Prosecutors want to put him back in custody.
Yeah, despite having a criminal history, he was released on just $9,500 bond, less than 48 hours after being arrested. He is expected to be in court today.
We have to do better.
Florida Senator Ashley Moody. Senator Moody, why? Why was this bail so low, especially in a tough-on-crime state like Florida? Something doesn't add up here.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't add up. I can tell you the sheriff of that county is incensed. The people of that county cannot believe a judge would let a person like this out. Look, bond and detention decisions are generally based on 2 things. Is this person a danger to the community? Can we guarantee they're not going to hurt other people? And can we guarantee they'll show back up in court? You're generally looking at those 2 things. I can tell you, as a former prosecutor and judge myself, those are the things that it boils down to. And if you have a person like this who is accused of sexual battery, harming someone, I mean, the details of this case are incredible. Grabbed a woman, she was jogging, allegedly assaulted her. He's been in prison, and when they were looking for him, his mother was arranging for him to fly out of the state and get out of Dodge. This is the example of a person that should be locked up and not a danger to the community. So I think you have a lot of people scratching their heads, and they're going to have a lot of...
I know I'm scratching mine.
Certainly the judge that made this decision is going to be highly scrutinized now.
Senator, what he said was, I didn't rape the lady. Instead, I was trying to kill the lady. And when asked why, he said he wanted to know what it was like to choke someone out. I mean,
wow.
this is sick. And the fact
Go ahead and let me give you a $9,000 bond.
You know, you have a prosecutor now, and by the way,
This is America.
that Governor DeSantis had removed from office and is back in office now. The question is, were they insistent at that hearing and giving the judge all of the facts of this case? Not only the criminal background, but all of those unique facts, exactly what you're talking about. I know that they've come in now and said that they're going to ask for this to be reconsidered. They file additional charges.
Hey, Miss Carla Henry.
To have all of that information
Happy Friday.
at that time.
Thanks for pulling up on your girl. Hope you're having the smoothest and the coolest and the truest fabulous Friday that you ever did have.
Washington, the government shutdown is still ongoing, and President Trump is expected to host a lunch at the Rose Garden for Senate Republicans. You will be in attendance at this lunch, so what do you anticipate the topic of conversation?
All right, yeah, that's crazy. With all those charges, and he even said it, I wanted to feel what it felt like. What? And then go $9,000 bond. Go ahead, buddy. Yeah, and especially I'm kind of shocked too in Florida. It's giving maybe, someone that knows somebody, or, these days you just never know. It's the luck of the draw, I guess, So, but, okay, so I have another story. This officer is on trial for shooting a, young, pregnant woman. And I hope she definitely gets justice. This is a sad, she was outside of a Kroger. And I think, in my opinion, he abused his power, but I'm going to let y'all listen. See what you think.
A packed gallery and emotional opening inside the Franklin County Courthouse for a case that's drawing national attention.
Connor Grubb was a coward that day. His fear was unreasonable, and he did not deserve to be a police officer.
Former officer Connor Grubb charged with murder in the shooting death of Takaya Young and her unborn child. In August 2023, Grubb shot and killed Young outside a Kroger after police accused her of shoplifting liquor. She was 7 months pregnant. Body camera video shows Young sitting in her car when Grubb fired a single shot through the windshield as Young's vehicle began to roll forward. Prosecutors claim Grubb's actions were unnecessary
and they were,
saying Young was not an immediate threat.
The evidence shows that she was not running over the officer with her vehicle, and that the shot fired by defendant was utterly unnecessary to defend himself.
While the defense showed the jury images from body camera video, arguing that Grubb had seconds to make a life or death decision as Young's car moved towards him, calling her vehicle a 3,500-pound deadly weapon.
Connor believed his life.
oh my goodness.
We're in danger of serious physical harm or death.
After opening statements, the jury left the courthouse and was taken to the parking lot to see where the incident happened. I'm standing in the parking lot of the Kroger where investigators say the confrontation between Officer Grubb and a pregnant Takaya Young turned deadly. As you can see, there are markers and caution tape visible in some areas. Earlier today, the jury doing a walkthrough of the area on this first day of the murder trial to see where those final fatal moments happened. Back in the courtroom, Young's family watched quietly. Her grandmother says this first day was hard, but necessary.
He was the immediate threat, and he escalated instead of de-escalating, and he didn't do the job that he was trained to do.
Amen.
And I just pray to God we get the justice that we deserve for her and our babies.
Imani Payne, Spectrum News.
Justice for this young woman who was pregnant and had children. And this man, I hope you go to jail, and I hope you never get to serve behind a badge ever again. Because you're a coward, in my opinion. So we all know about, the little girl. She was 5 years old. The alleged defendants were in court yesterday. There was a girl and a boy. The girl showed up. The boy did not. The mother is not happy. I wouldn't be. This is crazy. 9 and 10-year-old. I know we all heard a bit about it, but the court proceedings have started. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and take a listen.
We need your help to save the masjid where over 100 Americans have accepted Islam. This is your brother Yusha Evans with an urgent appeal. Masjid Isa Ibn Maryam in New York City is an amazing masjid, but the masjid building is currently in crisis. The windows are broken, the prayer carpets are ripped, and they have leaks and damages to the facility. We desperately need your support to save this.
Turning now to a disturbing case in Cleveland that is tough to hear. 2 young children are accused of rape, strangulation, and attempted murder of a 5-year-old. Today, one of the accused, a 10-year-old girl, faced a juvenile court judge. Annabelle Childers was in the courtroom and has the latest.
This morning, attorneys and family members filed into a juvenile courtroom for the scheduled arraignments of a 9 and 10-year-old accused of brutally attacking a 5-year-old girl.
A 5-year-old on September 13th of 2025 was found naked in a field, urinated upon.
The specific allegations outlined in court records are too graphic to describe, but each child is charged with 9 counts, including attempted murder, rape, and strangulation. The older of the 2 suspects, the 10-year-old girl, was arraigned first. Because she's a minor, we're not showing her face, but she...
What's going on, pretty wings? Good afternoon. I hope you're having the smoothest and the coolest and 100% truest, fabulous Friday that you ever did have. Thank you for pulling up on your girl.
walked in wearing a park.
And again, everybody, if you could kindly don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for your girl. I would really appreciate it. Thank you very, very much.
And throughout the hearing, she kept her hood up, covering most of her face.
If at any point during this hearing I say something you don't understand, I want you to raise your hand and let me know that, okay?
Prosecutor Oscar Alvarez asked the judge to order the defendant to home detention with an ankle monitor. The victim's mother, Antavia Kennebrew, making her own plea to the judge.
They should not get grace or a break to return home and get prepared for their lives to change, because not only did they been given enough time already, nothing to prepare my baby for her life to be changed.
The defense asked the judge for leniency.
I would assume that if she is put on a monitor, that will become public knowledge, and if that is, and if someone figures out where she is living.
Thank you so much, Pretty Wings. What do y'all think? You think they deserve leniency or no? I say no. That's just my opinion.
Home detention with an ankle monitor for the 10-year-old. And she also ordered her to complete a competency evaluation.
And I'm just going to note this for the record. We don't have a parent present in court today. One of the aspects of home detention is that it allows the court to have some sort of an assessment of what the risks and the situation really is.
After the 10-year-old's arraignment, the 9-year-old boy was supposed to appear for his, but the boy's attorney told the judge his mother wasn't able to bring him.
Last night and this morning, her car was broken down. She's trying to get money together to fix it. She hasn't been able to yet. So she's asking the court for a reasonable continuance. Even next week, she should be able to resolve the transportation issues and not be here.
Now, the victim's mother has been vocal about getting justice for her daughter. She told me the attack has completely changed her daughter's life.
Well,
The
yeah.
boy's arraignment is now set for next Thursday, November 13th at 9 o'clock. And the judge says that in December, she will hold an attorney conference where they will discuss the competency process for the 10-year-old girl. Lena,
This is wild. 10 and 9. Never in my life. Wild.
Are you juggling multiple credit cards?
All right. All right, now we got this story, y'all. This is crazy work.
With his heartbroken mother. The father and grandmother are in the Lorain County Jail tonight after police say they abused a little boy.
Elyria police confirmed just hours ago that the boy's father, Christopher Taylor, and his grandmother, Jennifer Taylor, are now charged with multiple counts of child endangering.
News 5 investigator Jonathan Walsh broke the original story in August when the boy's injuries first came to light, speaking with his heartbroken mother.
She was just like, he fell, hit his head, and he's going to the hospital. My son deserves justice. He shouldn't have to go through this.
And Jonathan, now breaking the news of the arrest made today. Jonathan, how is that little boy doing?
Well, guys, the 2-year-old, his name is Kyrie Cologne, has made some progress. His speech has improved, but his mom says he has a long way to go. She says she wants justice for her little boy. Kyrie Cologne has to continue wearing a helmet. His mother, Mariah, says he cannot walk on his own.
So I have to carry him up and down the steps every day to do what I need to do, and it's like hard because I'm used to him walking.
Mariah says her son spent about a month in the hospital after she left him back in August in the care of what she thought were trusted relatives, the boy's father, Christopher Taylor, and grandmother, Jennifer Taylor.
He's an innocent kid.
Which is who you see on the screen.
And, he has to go through a lot.
She says Kyrie will have to have another surgery soon, and he has many prescriptions to take now.
And then he's on like 6 different medications, so he doesn't have seizures and strokes. And he's only 2 years old, and it's crazy.
Mariah tells us it is crazy to think the two relatives would hurt her son. Her little boy used to be active, running and playing, just like all the other kids.
Sometimes he gets sad because, like, with his brothers, he wants to run around like they do. And it's like he can't do that because of his condition. So it's like he's always in this chair.
You sad about that sometimes?
Yes.
We spoke with Kyrie about being home Mom play with you? What does she play with you?
Well, blocks.
With blocks? About being in the hospital. You have a big scar on your skull.
Oh, dear.
Right there. About being hit. Did it hurt?
It's been hard for him and me. We've been through a lot.
Mariah tells us the doctors have said her son's future looks different now.
They said when he go to school, he's not gonna be able to learn as much as faster than the other kids. He's gonna have he's gonna need the extra help.
Elyria police tell us in their words, these arrests are an important milestone in the pursuit of justice for this vulnerable child. Mariah is holding on to hope her boy fully recovers, but she knows it will be difficult to get there.
My goodness, Jonathan, so tough to see. Wow. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Crazy. I hope he recovers. It's very unfortunate, and I hope these people get the max penalty. We have to protect our babies. We have to do better. So let's go ahead and I wanted to bring this to y'all. Hold on one second.
Come here.
All right, this happened in Nevada.
IRS tax forgiveness now has open enrollment. It's easy.
All right, this
Dramatic
happened.
Testimony from the husband of a woman accused of decapitating the father of her children. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Denise Valdez.
And I'm Brian Loftus. That man is also the murder victim's son. 8 News Now investigator David Charnes covering this case. David, now day 2 of this murder trial.
And Brian, Denise, one day after Devin Michaels' attorney told the jury her husband, who is also essentially her stepson, killed and decapitated that victim, he told the jury he is not involved in this at all. Michaels is on trial for the 2023 murder of Jonathan Willett, the father of her 2 children. One of his children is Devier Willett, who told the jury he became sexually involved with Michaels when he was 19, and they later got married. Michaels also going by several other names, including Nikki Fairchild, which is her alias in the adult film industry. After Michaels' defense attorney tried to pin this murder on Devier Willett, the prosecutor flat out asked him under oath if he did it.
Did you kill your father?
No, sir.
Did you have any involvement in killing your father?
No, sir.
Did you have any involvement in what happened to his body after?
No, sir.
Devier Willett telling the jury that before his father's death, his father had actually recently just learned that he had married Michaels in those years before, and that he was getting kicked out of the house. Michaels' attorney tried to show the jury Willett resented his father, suggesting that the way he described their relationship to a grand jury and to police was all a lie.
Can you lie to him about the relationship that you have with your wife? You can lie to him about the living arrangement where you're getting kicked out by your father, correct? He's moving you out.
Yes, sir, because I didn't know what exactly had happened.
Devier Willett telling the jury he didn't actually remember much from the time of his father's murder because he says he was drinking heavily, but that he resented Michaels after her arrest. He said he hasn't talked to her since and he wants a divorce. Now, he, of course, not facing any charges. This is her trial. Prosecutors say there was no cell phone or video evidence connecting Devier Willett to this case at all. Meantime, Henderson testifying today about their investigation, including their search for Jonathan Willett's things, including his car keys and his wallet. They testified they actually found it in Devin Michaels' bedroom, and they say they searched far and wide for his head, but they never recovered that or the murder weapon. I'm David Shaw.
Woo, his head. That's crazy
Now,
work.
the trial is expected to continue tomorrow with testimony from the murder victim's mother. The whole thing is expected to last through next week.
Well, I hope justice is served on a silver platter for sure. Crazy. So then, we have another story I'd like to show y'all. Something about going on with the animals. We got the 3 monkeys that got loose. And, the people had to protect their children. We got the woman who, the snake fell out the blue sky. And the hawk got to clucking her up and stuff. And then we have this one. And Louisiana, I guess they say this is I guess a way to have fun, and it's just like a joke. But I know I wouldn't find this shit funny. So a woman's at Wendy's and she's working, and a man decides to just show up and he throws an alligator through the window, y'all. And he tells the news that it was just a joke. I don't find that shit funny. Shit. I'm glad that wasn't me. That's her after he threw it in, trying to jump out and get away, you know. I know I would be doing the same thing.
This heated vest is a must-have for surviving the winter.
Only on 5, a story that thousands of you have been sharing from our Facebook page all night. In fact, at this hour, almost 2,000 people have shared this story today. A 24-year-old man, this man right here, accused of throwing an alligator through a drive-through window. Our Jared Worksma spoke exclusively to his family tonight. Jared, what are they telling you?
Well, Josh James' parents are telling us that he is an outdoorsman and that Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, was his idol.
Oh, my jeez.
They say he is a prankster who meant no harm. Yet Florida Fish and Wildlife says that James grabbed a roughly 3.5-foot alligator on the side of the road, picked it up, got it in his truck, brought it to this Wendy's behind us, and just hurled it through that drive-through window.
Just a stupid prank that he did that's now turning into this.
And you definitely believe this was a prank?
Oh, 100%, because he's
Of course you do.
He does stuff like this because he thinks it's funny.
Ed and Linda James say their son Josh is harmless, but he's sitting in jail facing serious charges.
Good.
The charge against him is assault with a deadly weapon, intent to do less than murder.
Woo!
I don't even get that.
That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah.
They're still
I
looking
do.
at the details from their son directly. They say Josh knew one of the employees working at this Wendy's.
Was somebody at Wendy's that they were pranking?
Do you think, though, that the people at Wendy's think it was a prank?
Well, I mean, how could you not think something
What's going on, Miss Gorgeous Me? I hope you're having the smoothest, the coolest, and the truest, and a fabulous Friday. That's Mr. Josh, an alligator. You know, he thought it was funny to throw an alligator through the window.
Prior to the October incident, and tracked him down in December. It wasn't until this morning the family learned the charges.
They said, will he cooperate? I said, absolutely. He's not a bad kid. He's a stupid kid. He did a stupid prank. He had no problem with
And
that.
when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You feel me?
Prank.
All right, back out live now at this Wendy's in Royal Palm Beach. Once again, for those of you who are wondering about that alligator, Florida Fish and Wildlife says that it was safely released back into the wild because Josh James' parents did tell us he was not a violent offender, had no criminal past. We did look into that. We have not been able to find anything in his past in terms of criminal charges. As for this charge, it's against him now, assault with a deadly weapon with intent to do less than murder. We expect him to be arraigned tomorrow morning. He is spending the night in the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office jail tonight. As soon as we have more information, we will be sure to pass it along. But for now, we're live in Royal Palm Beach. I'm Jared Worksma, WPTV News Channel 5.
Josh, that shit ain't funny. Really is not, in my opinion. You know, I wouldn't have found that funny. I would be doing exactly what this woman doing. So, you know, again, we all know that's not funny. So, this happened. This is coming out of the 313, the good old D-Ski. Again, I want to let. This is coming out the 313 ski, and this man, I don't know what be going through people's heads.
And now for a drive-through dust-up.
Police say 19-year-old McDonald's worker pulled a gun on a customer early Sunday morning. Local 10's Rosh Lowe joins us live with the exclusive video.
Well, talk about this guy Police say he must have been fed up because you have someone who's working at a McDonald's, cops say, and all of a sudden he gets into an argument with people at the drive-thru, and the next thing you know, there's a gun. It was quite a pickup order at this Miami Gardens McDonald's.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a firearm.
According to police, Anthony Elliott was working as a cashier at the McDonald's. The people who ordered the food say cops were waiting for a long time. All right, this is a strange one. According to cops, you had the alleged victims. They ordered online. They came up to pick up their food, and all of a sudden, they say that the cashier was giving them, quote, attitude. The next thing you know, well, according to cops, the suspect pulled a gun on them. What do you think about something like that?
I don't know. That sounds very weird.
Right? You go to McDonald's, you think you could get a side of fries, not a sidearm.
Yeah, that's weird.
Right out of the arrest report, he approached the car and pulled the gun from his waistband and pointed it at them in the car. They described the handgun as a silver handgun with a black grip.
Why would people argue about food?
We don't know the answer for that. What we do know, say cops, a silver handgun at the Golden Arches.
No contact with these alleged victims, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties, and you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victims, their home and school, and place of employment at all times. Do you understand the stay away order, sir? Yes, ma'am.
This is a strange one. In the arrest report, it doesn't really go into detail what this argument was about. It just mentions that the patrons were waiting for a little bit of time, and the next thing you know, as I mentioned there in the story, the suspect allegedly comes out from the cashier and points a gun at them, now facing serious charges. We're live in Miami Gardens. I'm Rosh Lowe, Local 10 News.
Rosh, thank you. My mother.
That is some crazy, like, again. So we got 3 days in a row for the 313. We got 3 scratches. We got babies being unalived by their moms, their dads, touched inappropriately. We got people being decapitated. What is really going on? It's diabolical out here, y'all. You know? So, I was gonna go into the 6 strongest G's I know, but you know, I'm gonna break that down later and we gonna go down the rabbit hole like always, you know. It's Friday, just got paid, hopefully everybody got their paycheck, you know, working. But again, we gonna end it on that note, bringing up, you know, just some trending topics, you know. And I will be back later on this evening to talk about the strongest 6 G's I know, and we gonna go down that deep and that dark and that cold, horrible, horrifying rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? So again, I like to leave it like this. In my Winnie the Pooh voice, Christopher Robin. We are smarter than we think. We're braver than we believe. And we are stronger than we seem. Okay? And I hope everybody has the smoothest, the coolest, and the 100% truest Friday that they ever did have, you know. And that's it for your girl. And I'm out. Y'all be smooth with it.
What? You fucking hate on me? You fucking crazy? You fucking hate on me? You fucking gonna die, homie. Hate on. Come on, bitch. Hate on me. Hate on. Fucking hate on me. Hate on. Hate on me. Come on, motherfucker.
Hate on me. Hey, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button on your way out, y'all, for your girl.
Fucking one, son. So feel the vibe, oh, might as hate on me, but what your fate gon' be? Dead motherfucker, so I stay low-key. I'm JVUB, that's Blaze O-N-E. One hat records, motherfucker, call us One Hizzy. Oh, for shit, and nothing surprised us. We was hoping that everyone would despise us, cause you can't extinguish the fire burning inside us.